Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to explore a useful checkpoint CLI tool called CPLogInvestigator. So CPLogInvestigator analyzes checkpoint log files and shows us, for example, which blades generated logs, how many logs per day, how much storage you need, estimated SmartEvent load, log distribution across time. So this tool is typically used on security management server, log server, multi-domain security management environments. So basically anywhere logs are stored in a checkpoint infrastructure. So let's see it in action. By the way, it runs only on expert mode. So here, let's go to expert mode. And you can see, so CPLogInvestigator, and we click enter here. And let's wait a sec just to, okay, so let's jump up a little bit here. So first, it simply shows which log files CPLogInvestigator is scanning. So it processes the current active log, as we can see here, this one, the active one. And and all routed logs in the directory. Each file is scanned from offset 0, as you can see here, offset 0. So the log analysis shows the system's average daily log volume. So if we go a little bit here, you can see total scanned is, so I have right now that much of logs, as you can see. So the system average daily, we check the system average daily log volume, along with an estimate of how many security events are generated by the active blades. So here, let's check here. You can see estimated events per day based on active blades, 600, so 606. It also calculates the daily storage requirements for raw logs, smart log indexing, and smart event correlation data, as we can see here. So this is a lab, so we don't have much data. But so in short, the results give you a clear picture of how many logs your environment produces each day and how much disk space you need to store and index them. So now we have some flags. So if let's type the command again and -h or help. So you can see here that we have these flags and we have this explanation here. So let's start with the L1. So L. So let's leave it to run here. Okay. So the -L option lets you limit how long CPLogInvestigator is allowed to run. So for example, again, we can leave it for 30 seconds if it need, because this is a lab, we don't have much logs, but in production you have millions of logs. And you don't want this command to run forever. So you can use the -L to decide how much time, and this is seconds. So we say 30 seconds, for example, and leave it run. So again, in production, this process will take much time. But you can use the -L to decide how much time it will run. So this is useful when you have very large log directories and you only want a quick sample instead of a full analysis. So with the time limit enabled, the tool reads as many logs as it can within the allowed time and then produces an estimate based on the sample. But in my case, as I said, it does not do any difference because my lab has a small number of logs. So the next flag, we can test the A flag or -A. This -A option tells CPLogInvestigator to analyze all log files in the log directory. not just the active one. With this flag, the tool reads every available log, including all the rotated files, and combines them into one complete analysis. So this gives you a much more accurate picture of your daily log volume and storage requirements, because the results are based on multiple days of real data instead of a single file. And again, here it is the same because my data is so little, because only 4 days or 5 days on a lab. So the next flag is P. Interesting. Okay, so the -P option breaks down the log file by product. So as you can see here, we can see different blades. For example, anti-malware, we can see 2,429, and the average is 3,000. Same here, same there. As you can see here, the threat emulation is too much. And the firewall here. So the -P option breaks down the log file by product, showing how many logs each blade generates and what that looks like on a per day basis. It also shows the exact time range covered by the file and calculates daily averages. So you can see which blades are producing the most noise and how the log volume changes over time. So you can see here date and size. Very interesting. As I said, this is the threat emulation and so much logs, even on lab. So at the end, it summarizes the total logs per day across all scanned dates, giving you a clear picture of how much traffic and logging load fluctuate from one day to another. As we can see here, this day we had 20,000, this day we had 50, 38, 27, different days, different volumes. So the next flag that we can check is the U, or users. So let's, for example, take 500 or any number of users. Again, this is a lab, we will not see any different results, but it's good to see this. So when you run the CPLogInvestigator with the -U option, you are telling the tool how many users your environment has. This matters because some blades, especially application control and URL filtering, generate logs based on user activity. So by specifying a user count, the tool recalculates its estimates to reflect how real organizations behave. It still analyzes all the log files, but now it also projects how much additional logging those user-driven blades would create in a typical day. So the summary then shows two things: the normal estimated events based on blades. So here we can see test estimations, and it shows us a second estimate that includes the expected activity from the number of users you provided, as we can see here. So this gives you a much more realistic picture of how your environment will scale as more people use. Because my lab has a little number of logs, so no fantastic numbers, but the tool is still very useful. And lastly, we have the -M. Let's run that. -M option tells CPLogInvestigator to generate a file that shows how many logs were created every minute. Instead of giving you only daily totals, this option breaks the activity down into minute-by-minute peaks and valleys. It is useful when you want to see traffic spikes, identify busy periods, or understand how the firewall behaves under load. So when you use this option, the tool creates a text file called log per minute, and it is on the same folder. So ls here, you can see this file, log per minute, which is containing the full minute level distribution. So let's take a look at that file. So let's take cat log investigator. As you can see, it records every minute. So for example, here you can see some minutes behind, same minute here, 1 minute. You can see how many logs in every step. So the timestamps are rounded to the nearest minute. So next to the timestamp, the tool shows the number of logs. Here, as we can see, number of logs that occurred during the minute. This gives you a clear picture of traffic spikes, quiet periods, and how the firewall's activity changes over time. As we can see, example, at this time, you can see very different on, if you compare it to this time, for example, we have 800. So 27th of May, we had 800 logs that minute. So very useful if you want to see spikes and how much logs you had. So, and that wraps up how CPLogInvestigator breaks down your logs minute by minute. This is a simple tool that gives you a clear picture of your traffic and storage needs. So this video is done here. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.